of engagement where gentlemen or officers were left alive. They were not meant to be engaged. And and this comes down to the game of Risk. I don't know if you ever played it, but soldiers can take out soldiers, artillery can take out artillery, and officers can only take out officers, a captain on a captain, a lieutenant on a lieutenant. So the thing is, there's too many foot soldiers, too many soldiers on the ground. You cannot dispatch them all. I mean, it'll come down to having to destroy them with with whatever means necessary, but that's going to be pointless because that's just going to cause more of them to rise up and become more violent. And we don't need that. What we need to do is target the officers. You target the officers, the soldiers scatter, and it's easier to do it that way. You
I
just
I
trace
get
the
that
money.
logic.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
trace the money,
I
get the
just
leaders.
I just
I
think
mean,
that Plan B is like I call that Plan A. What you just said is Plan A. Plan B is like the secondary thing because that's literally our only option. If we can't do that, I mean,
yeah, well, it would be pretty hard to arrest all these protesters, judging by what I'm seeing at the moment. The protesters are
like
ranging everywhere
I
from the
said,
University of Wisconsin all the way up to
ten
James Madison Park.
ten
That's a lot of
thousand
people.
people, 10,000 people. If we had 10,000 people go to Kenosha and arrest these people, I bet 100% no other person would go there. Everyone would be scared and locked in their homes faster than you can blink because then they would be calling them SS. But here's the thing, if they're a contract and they're a different leader, the US won't get involved. Why the US won't get involved? It's because Trump thinks it would be a good publicity stunt for him, if you get my logic.
You know
Had
what?
Go ahead,
I have an
Oscar.
idea. We need to put a wall at Wisconsin Capitol at the Capitol. Just put a wall in the middle, just right in the fucking center. Just put a wall right there. And everyone who wants to be a cunt on the south of it, and everyone who wants to get along with being a fucking human can get north.
Why? Why turn America into East Berlin and West Berlin? Because
Because
that's
it's
not
funny.
very good.
Well, you want to kidnap 10,000 people, so
Hey, I guess. But here's the thing: those 10,000 people could easily be just re-educated, either that or be get rid of, and then we can have 10 more thousand people be
yeah, and you're
saved.
gonna get 10,000. You're gonna get 10,000
Well,
people that are Democrats saying, "Oh, give me my lawyer."
well, that's the thing, Jimmy. We cannot deploy the same tactics we do. We cannot be a communist style regime that's gonna re-educate people. We're not supposed to do that. That's counterproductive. I get what you're coming from with this. I do. I can understand the re-education, but that's something we cannot do. I mean, I would not do that because then we would be no different.
I guess. It's just, it's really, I'm tired of people saying, oh, we should let these people do whatever they want. They need to steal, they need to take stuff. Burning down those places, literally, after they leave, that place becomes a hood. Okay, I bet 100%. If you look at some of the places that have been robbed and stuff, those places never came back and just went back to normal. They're all full of homeless people and a bunch of gangs and a bunch of after these BLM protesters walk in, they turn these good, great places into hoods.
Let me
Yeah,
ask this
ghettos.
question. Do you think, well, first of all, God's Knight's absolutely right about cutting the head off the snake. Now, how you go about doing that is extremely difficult. Um, that's a multifaceted problem in and of itself. But if this were to have happened, this shooting would have happened in Alabama or Mississippi, do you really think we'd be looking at the same thing? And yes, they would try to riot, but I mean, it, it's the leadership of these states, these cities, that is absolutely a huge part of this problem.
Right. And there's a few
Agree.
ways we can go. Well, there's a few ways we can go about that. Like the two options I put in random's chat a while back too, and we've talked about here. Trump gives us an insurrection act, or our sheriffs take the lead on this and start constructing militias to take the states back. They have the law. behind them, and they can do it since they're elected officials. They're not government. They can be the ones to construct, regulate a well-formed militia and do this.
Hmm. That makes sense.
Yes, we have to take the states back first. We have to take the community, state level offices first, those areas first, before we can even go after the government itself.
Well, God's Night, what do you think this would have looked like if it were in Alabama or Mississippi?
I don't think it would have flown, because the thing is too, if they remove the cops, and this can't come back on the citizen if all the police just stop and these people overrun these places, it's going to be up to the people protecting themselves with their second A, with their 2A. And this right here cannot fall back on them because they're just defending themselves. And that's one of the things that scares me about this is that when people are defending themselves and their right to defend themselves legally, this may come back on us. It may or may not. It depends. If Trump says, "Hey, I am for the Second Amendment. People have the right to protect themselves. What happens out there happens out there. Nothing could come. There should be no ramification against people defending themselves."
Right. And look at what happened with the McCloskeys. You know, that's a prime example. I'm not
Weren't
sure what's
they,
going on with their case right now. I haven't heard any updates on that in a while.
weren't they rich people or something like that, or rich lawyers or something?
Yeah, he was an attorney, right? I believe they're both attorneys, or just the husband was.
I can't remember.
But yeah, I understand your frustration, Jimmy. Trust me, I've let mine out here a few times about what's going on, too much and this and that. And everybody's supportive here. Everybody gives their feedback here. Most people are on board. It's just we're limited in what we can do right now. Go for it, hippies.
I just think, because of watching, We the Random stream when he's showing these protests, or more Reese Delp last night and tonight, these people are on camera saying they got the phone call. They were headed to DC. So to your question, Alex Bleepin Jones, I would think, under normal circumstances, no, that would not happen there. But under this organized communist revolution that we're seeing in our streets, where people are headed to the DC event and then do a detour to go to Wisconsin,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's
No,
we got to get rid of them, man. We got to get rid of, like Emerald saying,
the
the
whole
head of
reason
them, like
why
God's
that
Night saying.
happened to us, I shouldn't say us, but it happened to all these states. Well, yeah, all these states: Wisconsin, um, Michigan, uh, North and South Dakota, Minneapolis, all these states that are around the Midwest, is because you go from state to state. It's literally like you have everyone from all different sides trapped in one area and go into one target, and that's when they take over. It's basically like Hearts of Iron. If you're playing a country, you send out your troops, your soldiers, your tanks, your planes out to fight this one country. You push them far back, you can take over that country. That's what they're doing right now. They're pushing all these people, letting them pass through, and they're taking state by state by state by state. And it's literally, if you want to call something COVID, that's COVID right there. From them doing this, it's COVID, because them taking state over state, that's a virus right there. So maybe, who knows? Maybe COVID is just another name for protesters.
Hey, that's a fair
Okay.
theory, fair point. I mean, I give it a fair point right there for that. I mean, I've kind of had that theory. Go for it, Oz.
Well, the thing is, like in third world countries, when people are protesting, they begin shooting the government and they begin shooting the army. These are people that are most of which is unarmed, and they might have a lighter or two, and they'll light up your car or they'll light up that shit. But for the most of it, they're just annoying cunts with a fucking phone streaming, just being assholes. But if they begin being stupid and begin fucking shooting off people and want to do that type of terrorist type shit, then there will be different fucking precautions, like you say. But these, for the most of it, these are people using their freedom of speech, doing their most shit, and just fucking destroying buildings and shit. But they're not fucking shooting people for the most of it.
Let me ask you guys this question real quick. So, what worries you guys more? The current communist revolution or what's happening with COVID, the masks, the coming vaccines?
He's not COVID.
All the above, I would say, because they're both intertwined.
Agreed. They're both intertwined.
I mean, I'm definitely more concerned about what's going on with the COVID because I feel like long term, that's going to impact not only the country but the world so much more. Like, right.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, wait, random. I hate to, I hate to interrupt you, man. Just one thing, random. Do a Rocco, brother. Ah, come on, man. That's all I interrupted for. Sorry about that.
It's all your fault, God's night.
Dude, he does a spot on Rocco. I'm just saying, it's spot on.
Yeah, we had a guest back on or something like that. Back on again, I think is what it said. Hot back on. It's me again or something like this. They come.
That guy,
I stood.
he's a troll. He's probably a troll, I'm guessing.
I thought he was on meth.
You're right. He started out as my rodeo troll, like in the opening song or the outro song. It when it talks about a rodeo troll, that's who the rodeo troll is. He started out a troll, and then he ended up hanging around and thought he was friends with everybody. He must have been drunk or something.
Which is no excuse though, man. Because a lot of things I do, I don't blame the alcohol in the past for what I did. I was still conscious about it.
Right, right, right.
I still blame alcohol.
What's up,
Yo,
Rick?
what's going on?
That's Rick
Just
right there.
saying. What
Is
up,
that one of the kids?
gentlemen, ladies?
Is that one of the kids right there?
What, the coons? Yeah,
One of your
little,
kids. I
little
mean, you call them
coons.
kids now. It's one of your little kids now.
Right.
Where's Pink? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
Uh,
Oh,
Travel
she's
Taste
around.
Tour was asking about Pink.
Who's that? Oh, in the chat? I can't see the chat, guys.
No, TTT. They were in your stream before. Travel Taste Tour, I believe. They were asking about
Raccoons.
Pink.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Are those your
yeah.
pets?
Are these my pets? No. Free. They're absolutely free.
Give him some
Uh,
AK-47s and
they're
we'll
my
see what
little
they're gonna do.
buddies and they're my friends, but they're free like we all should be.
Okay. Okay, just making
Here,
sure.
check this out. There's one hand with a ball. No. Run off, little bastard. No, they're free like we all should be. I'm just saying. You know. Come on, buddy.
I got attacked by a wild dog before. No joke.
Hey, you know what? I did too. I got attacked by a wild dog before. She divorced me and took all my boat and my house and everything. So I've been down that road.
Um,
Jimmy, you're holy crap, man. The other night, and you guys follow Jimmy. Jimmy is awesome. uh, they were taking his phone away in his school. And I said, well, isn't that public?
Wait,
Isn't it
wait.
a public school?
Is that
That's
you, Ricky?
right.
That's Ricky.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Rick. It's Rick, Jimmy.
Oh, hello.
How you doing, brother? I've been listening to you all night, man. You're awesome.
Go ahead.
Hey, Hippie, can you link Jimmy again? That way I can sub
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
please.
I'll link Jimmy again. Hey, yo, Sean Stryker, what's going on?
Hey, I'm here in the chat, and I was off the media loop. Did I miss a false flag? That's what it sounds like to me. Just what's going on, guys? Update me.
Huh?
Some white guys naked in the street in front of some cops, and that's about it.
I'm
And some
just
black
logging in
pe-
here, so
and some
for
and
me,
some
it's
black
all
people are
new.
throwing rocks at cars because the cars are being racist.
Hey, guys, I just dropped the link to my channel,
Okay.
Alex Bleeping Jones channel. If you guys want to subscribe, I'm going to do like open panels, kind of like Hippies does. And then I'm working on another channel I'm going to post later on that has like it's going to be maybe more news oriented.
News.
Ricky, what were you saying before?
Oh, I don't know, buddy. I'm just so
You're
proud of
saying
you, you know. I've talked to a lot of kids, you know, something I brought out early on. Everybody's worried about all these our younger generation. And I said, guys, our younger generation is more woke than we were. Come on, Pink. Come here. Come on, baby girl.
I
Hi,
can agree with that, Rick.
baby. And I was saying that before, you know, everybody's panicking, all this crap going on and all these things happening on our planet. And I said, dude, don't worry about the younger generation because the ones I've talked to, they got this shit handled. They're not talking on all the platforms us old farts are. They're talking underground, man, and they get it. I've talked with several. They get it. And James gets it. We had a great conversation, probably 2.5 hours, right, James?
correct. What about the phone part?
There you go, guys. This is live on my back porch with my critters, and they are free. They are not my pets. They are free to go and do whatever the heck they want.
Look at all those bandits.
I always
Um,
wanted a pet raccoon.
Dude, Pink is a beautiful raccoon. I mean, up close when you see her stripes on her tail, the where it should be dark brown, white stripe, it looks really nice.
could you explain to them about the phone thing?
I'm sorry, guys. I bounced out.
Yeah, Oz
I'm
Oz
hearing a
brings up
lot
a
of
fair
silence on
point.
my end. Is that a flag?
Yeah, you're a
Hope
little
it's
laggy
fixed
there.
now.
But Oz
Okay.
was talking about how Jimmy was getting his phone taken away when Rick spoke about it.
I turn my
And he
Wi-Fi
made a
on.
fair
That should
point. I
help.
mean, would they rather Jimmy have a gun in the school and he'd be okay because they want to take his phone away so they wouldn't take the gun away? That makes no sense, right?
Well, I don't know the rules of engagement in that situation, but I told Jimmy, I said, Jimmy, go question that.
Interesting point.
Go question their authority. Go see what kind, go push their buttons and see exactly what kind of authority they really have because it says public school. How are you controlling me? What are you thinking? you know, we went down that road, and I said it's corporation. I said, what authority do they have over you and your First Amendment right to record inside a public school? So I think Jimmy's working on that. Aren't you, Jimmy? You gonna make a video for us?
I want to make a documentary, yes, but I need people to help me with the supplies. That's kind of the
You need
thing
some
I'm
C4.
doing. No, no.
No,
Planting bomb.
I
No.
can
Look,
get,
Jimmy, man.
I can get 5 grenades for 500 from